Start tonight. Some Rumi quatrains, 4 or 5 quatrains, and we'll rock it out of the 12th century to the 15th century and visit with Kabir. And we have time, we'll visit with that 21st century madman James Ellis. This night, there are no limits to what may be given. This is not a night, but a marriage. 2 lovers, whispering in bed in unison the same words. This darkness simply lets down a curtain to allow this. All day and all night, music. A quiet, bright reed song. If it fits, we fit. The center dissipates. Knowing comes. The body is not singular, like a corpse, and the body is singular, as a grain of salt still inside the mountainside. Rumi continues. I can walk away from anyone, except that awareness within. Anyone can bring gifts. Bring me someone whom we take away. The friend comes, clapping. At once obvious and obscure, without fear or plans. I am like I am, because this one is like that. Let's visit with Kabir, 15th century. Grasp the root. Something happens. Yes. Don't be lost in confusion. Mind ocean. Mind-driven waves. Don't let the tide sweep you away. The mind is a nervous thief. The mind is a pure cheat. The ruin, sages, men, gods. The mind has 100,000 gates. So here we are in the 21st century. I'd like to read to you 2 little pieces. One speaking to, well, the negative and the other the positive. They speak to a phrase that communicates a movement that is driving all confusion. The second piece, with the same phrase, paradoxically describes the way out. May I read you something? Let's start with the negative. Our world is so enamored with the neuroses invented by itself. Shall we define it? Self. An invention of brain. Constantly doing something. Becoming something. Doing anything, really. Rather than seeing itself for what it is. A loose collection of beliefs, attitudes, and opinions. Which is nothing. Self. Constantly criticizing and or defending itself from itself. Self. Always divided. The judge and the judged. One fake thing continually dividing into 2 in conflict with itself. I must be more generous. I must be less selfish. I must be something, says the judge. Acting superior to the content judged to be inferior. Please. The observer is that which is observed. The judge is that which is judged. It's all content. It's all self. So, part of the problem is pretending to be superior, and that part won't be changing with it. Self. A fabrication at war with itself, and so within, so without. Witness a world at war. What is the solution? To see what is. To see it. Patiently, without judgment, is to be who you really are. That which is, and is aware, and is self-aware, and is not self.
All right.
This is Mr. Morrison was the time. Let's look at that same phrase in a different movement. Is it two? Or is it one? This reality. I'm looking at the death of duality. In this vision is the extinction of that convention, that common belief system. Well, there's only two things in this world. Me and not me. I'm considering this to be a fallacy. Non-reality. I'm looking at the death of duality. I'm looking to free everybody. So how do we do this? Let's check in with a particle physicist. Excuse me, sir. Question. What's your take on this? Please tell me. What is this energy? Your academic community, that industry assigns a polarity. Positive, negative, proton and electron. I mean, what is this energy that subatomically constitutes all that is? All mass, particles, planets, your ass. Do we know? No. Okay. Let's check in with a neuroscientist. Excuse me, miss. Question. Where in the brain, I mean, is the observer in consciousness? Not the self, not the ego, not that petty me. You know, that limited collection of beliefs, attitudes, and opinions humans carry and add to lovingly and try to forget pieces of daily. I hear that may just be memory. The brain's invention, an in-house story, a neural network fiction. My question, where in the brain, I mean, is this thing that takes a unified view of the 5 or more senses of all that memory, of all that we do? Where is that thing that sees? Judgment free. Where is that purity that is imagination, that is attention, that is there? In the beauty of a sunrise, where thought is not. Is that function in a lobe? A gland? Does the observer camp out in the hippocampus? Do we know? No? Okay then. What if the observer were not a mechanical feature of the brain whatsoever? What if the observer in consciousness, opinionless, choiceless, or simply an energy field, capable of reading the electrochemical thought events of the brain? What if that energy field were you? What if this field of energy, 21 grams roughly, were born of the same immeasurable body of energy? The particle physicist assigns the duty of constituting all material reality. That energy. Maximum respect. One energy. What then? Do we see our relationship to all things? Do we see the observer is that which it observes? Are we looking at the death of duality? Thank you.